Center, they will cash tickets up to $2,500 for draw and instant games. The General Store on 24 in Lewis.
Tim Wood and Sapphire Sandalo, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We're good.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you so much for checking in. We appreciate it. Of course, we want to promote a new series that actually has already premiered. It's called The Ghost Town Terror. It's on the Travel Channel and Discovery Plus. It's about a family that buys an historic ghost town in Montana, only to find out that the move there from Seattle, it turns out to be haunted. Can you give us a rundown of what the show's all about?
So yeah, you pretty much covered it, but we're out there trying to help this family who is being traumatized by these paranormal events that they're encountering on a daily basis, and it's probably one of the most interesting investigations I've ever been on. This town is the whole property is super isolated. There's a wide range of activity that's going on that not only they're experiencing, but we're able to document throughout the show. And we have a lot of people who follow the paranormal and who watch these series because they're going to be pretty into it. It's not like we're just investigating one location, but it's multiple buildings on the property, and I think that's what really makes the series unique.
So this is all true story.
100%.
Yes, everything. Yeah, it's a very real family dealing with a very real problem. Everything you see on camera is what we filmed. Nothing has been fabricated.
Okay.
And that's the thing. When you're filming these types of shows, we're there to make a TV show, but this family is also dealing with something very real. Once the cameras turn off and once the crew leaves, they're still there on the property dealing with this activity. And so, hopefully we brought the family some closure.
What kind of things?
And just to add to that, too, I think, one of the things that makes the series really interesting is that, it takes kind of a deep dive. It takes people into a deep dive into not only what the family's experiencing, but also, how we come to a conclusion, towards the end of the series and how to actually help them.
What kind of things do you find on this, ranch compound, like as you were out there? I know, because I'm sure you guys have already filmed, a lot of it. So, what kind of, can you give us any hints of what to look forward to?
I know, I'm just like, what can I say without...
Right.
Without spilling the beans.
Right. Well, for people who haven't seen the first episode?
We definitely capture a lot of really creepy EVPs. So the voices that show up when you are recording audio. And then throughout the series, we use a lot of different tools that, as far as I know, Tim, haven't been used on shows, like a psychomantium. I don't know if I can bring that up. But yeah, we use a lot of really interesting techniques. And yeah, people who are fans of paranormal shows are definitely going to have something to look forward to every week for sure.
Wow, definitely looking forward to it. Again, for people just tuning in, we're talking with Tim Wood and Sapphire Sandalo. Is that how you pronounce your name, Sandalo?
Sandalo.
All right, very
Yes.
good. Of course, we're talking about a new series premiered last Friday, The Ghost Town Terror. All right, Travel Channel and Discovery. It's also streaming on Discovery Plus. Check out the first episode, and then you guys have weekly episodes. So how long were you there? Did you just camp out?
We were there for about 7 weeks.
Wow.
7 weeks?
Yeah, 7 weeks. Yeah.
How did you get into this paranormal activity stuff? Because we have some, P1 listeners, some friends who, go and they scope out places. How did you guys get started?
For me, I got into it. I had experiences growing up as a child, which, initially drew my interest. And when I was in college, I just started joining, paranormal groups and, getting a feel for it. I took, classes from, Lloyd Auerbach, who's, a world-renowned parapsychologist, and just stuck with it. So I've been doing it now for almost 20 years.
Wow.
And, Sapphire, she...
Yeah, Sapphire, how did you get into it?
Sorry, it broke up a little bit. So as a kid, I've always been obsessed with ghost stories and the paranormal because everyone around me, my family, my grandpa, everyone around me had these really amazing ghost stories and experiences of their own, but I wasn't having any. And so I wanted to learn everything there was to know, to have these experiences of my own. And so I This show is the first time that I've done an investigation like this. So it was really cool working alongside Tim, who's really experienced and knows the ins and outs of all the equipment. You know, it was really fun.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, and you guys do like the meters, the ghost meters and all that?
Yeah, we use, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about them, but, you know, I have heard that there's actually, like, machines or things that, like, censor this kind of stuff. It's wild. It's wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell people that are first getting into it, you know, don't rely so much on your equipment. You know, it's one thing to, you know, have, you can have all the equipment in the world, but, you know, it's still, there's nothing like just using your own senses, too. You know, you don't need to, so many people get so focused on, you know, the equipment, and they don't, you know, they can't sense what's around them. You know, they just become tunnel focused. So, I always tell people too, you know, just, you know, your body is, at the end of the day, the best piece of equipment for, you know, detecting, you know, what's around you in terms of paranormal activity.
Absolutely. Very good. Again, Tim and Sapphire, new series, The Ghost Town Terror. Make sure to check it out. Travel Channel, Discovery Plus as well. If people want to get up with you guys, they want to follow you, find out more about the show, how can they do that?
So I'm on social media on Instagram at Sapphire_Sandalo and Twitter at Sapphire Sandalo.
And I'm on Twitter at LiveSci-Fi.
And if people want,
LiveSci-Fi.
if people want to have like you guys come out, do you guys do house calls or like, you know, come out and like investigate haunted places? Do you guys do that? Can they request for you guys to come?
For me, yeah. I mean, I travel all around the country, you know, helping people out activities. So if anybody, you know, is having any issues, just send me an email or a direct message on Twitter.
Nice.
The Ghost Town Terror. Check it out. Thanks, guys, so much for checking in. We appreciate it. You have a great day.
Yeah, thanks for having us.